Day number 8. Gonna be hitting chest with pops. It's about 9:45, I believe. So getting in a little early, which is fine with me. I prefer going about 10 o'clock. Trying to eat, get up about 7. Try and eat 2 meals. I like training whenever I have at least 2 meals in my system. So like I have the energy from the meal I ate before, and I have energy from the meal I ate before. So I lost a pound this week on the dot, pound on the dot. So I'm 226.2, which is good because mini cut, you want to just lose like a pound, kind of see how your appetite's doing. So like I'm eating about 3150 calories, 3,150 calories. So that means that I can eat more when I want to go up, which not going to be the most fun, but we'll figure it out. I refigured up my meals because I don't like having carbs. I found myself not. Let me restart. I found myself not wanting to do anything in the mornings after I would have like my big shake with all my oats, my blueberries, my banana, and all that in it. I was just like so lethargic and didn't really want to do anything. I didn't really want to, I didn't have a lot of motivation, or whatever. And I saw a Instagram reel, YouTube short, whatever it was, that when you have a lot of carbs, it spikes your insulin, which makes you lethargic and not really want to move around very much. So instead of having a big shake for breakfast, my first meal is 5 whole eggs and 5 egg white and 230 grams of egg whites. So I have protein and fat. I still am getting my calories and like first thing in the morning because I need to eat. I need to eat something. Um, Eating in the mornings is not easy for me. I've never been a morning eater. Maybe I need to. I cooked it in butter a little bit, trying to help it. So it tastes very good. It's just I'm just not. I'm not terribly hungry whenever I wake up. So then pre-workout is 2 servings of the Rice Krispies cereal and serving of peanut butter and 1 scoop of glazed donut protein, Dunkin' Donut glazed donut protein from Walmart. Has like a drizzle on top. So I was running a little behind because I started. I didn't start eating till 8:15. I had to leave by 9:30. So I wanted carbs before I worked out. So what I did was I ate my eggs, got done with that at like 8:45 or 9. Then I ate about half of that pre-workout meal, and I didn't want to be so full. I didn't want to move, but I wanted the energy from the carbs digesting really quick, from the Rice Krispies digesting really quick. So I just ate like half of it. I have it. I have a towel sitting over it, and when I get home, I'll eat it. I'll finish it because I'll be more hungry then. So, and then I believe my meal after that will be tuna sandwich and tuna sandwich. I think I have 2 bananas. So That's fun. 2 bananas, and then one of my last meals of the day is I have a snack in there of 7 rice cakes. I know, really a snack, right? But I got to get the carbs in somehow. And then I have my last meal of the day is 8 ounces of 85/15 ground beef, a little packet of the rice, that I like to use, the dozen cousins rice I like to use, mayo, mustard, ketchup, olive oil on top. So I don't like I didn't like all the carbs first thing in the morning in my shake because I want to do like my personal trainer modules, and after I would have like that 80 grams or 100 grams of carbs and drink it all, I just didn't really want to do it. Be lethargic, or whatever. So enough about the food. That eating's no fun, right? Eating's no fun. Lean bulking is no fun. Let's talk about the training. So training's gonna be close to the same as last week. Some sort of heavy incline press. Uh, some sort of heavy incline press. Then a flat machine press, probably that same flat machine press I used last week. Um, Flies, time under tension flies, and triceps. It's not. I've been this past week. I feel like I've been getting visibly bigger every day I'm waking up. I know I'm not, but I just feel like I'm getting more and more. I felt like my arms grew a lot for whatever reason, and I want them to grow. I want my biceps and my triceps to grow. I'd love to have a massive tricep just like hanging off the bone, whenever you flex it down, like in a side tricep pose or something. That'd be really nice. But yeah, I was gonna talk about like shoulder flexion whenever you're. Well, I guess I can. So whenever you're incline pressing, you can get a lot of front delt shoulder and your triceps instead of your upper chest. So the way that the form tweak I do to counteract that and be able to squeeze my upper chest is I turn my elbows in. I try and keep my elbows like, I guess like on that Smith machine it makes sense. Like say the bar is like in my hands, I try and keep my elbows right with it instead of like here, because like I feel my shoulder right there. Whenever I do that, I feel my shoulder like tweak as if it's getting ready to like press or something. So if you keep your elbow in line, you keep that locked in, and then, sorry, we were slowing down on a fast road, and I don't know why. And you also can turn it this way, like bend the bar. I always like that cue. That's more of a like a powerlifting cue of bending the bar, whether you like, no matter what you're doing, if you're squatting, bench pressing, or deadlifting, or whatever you're doing, just trying to bend the bar in your hands. I like that cue just in general. I feel like I'm a lot stronger whenever I do that cue. So that's a way you can get more towards your chest if you're having trouble. If you're having trouble with not feeling or feeling all your shoulder or all your triceps in some sort of chest press, whether it be incline, flat, or a decline, or even a fly. Yeah, like elbow position manners on a fly too, because a lot of times you'll feel it all in your shoulders because your shoulders are so stretched out. If you're doing a fly and your elbows turn like this, you probably can't really tell because I have a long sleeve on. If you're doing a fly and you're turned like this, your elbows turned like this, that turned out, you're not gonna feel anything in your chest. You're gonna feel all your shoulder. But if you keep your elbows in a nice, good position, you'll feel more of your chest. But that also just comes with time and like being in the gym and being intentional about it, on purpose about contracting, finding the mind muscle connection. Took me a couple years to learn how to do that with my biceps. Learn how to squeeze my biceps on a curl. It just takes time, you know. All of that, by the way, it's not a how-to, it's how I do. So if you disagree, that's fine. I don't really expect everyone to agree with what I have to say. I mean, what do I know, really? I just know what works. I know what works for me. So today's verse of the day, I read it Saturday night, and it's kind of like been on my heart. It's Psalms 41:12, I believe. I believe it's number 12. It's one of the last verses of that psalm. It says, "Because of my integrity, you have held me in your presence forever," or you have withheld me, and I will be in your presence forever. And the word integrity really sticks out to me because my perception of integrity is what you do when no one's watching. So, you can post, I guess, take me for example. I can post all of this, you know, me doing this, me working out, saying I'm going to try and be a natural pro bodybuilder, step on stage and keep my calories, track my macros, like keep myself accountable. But when the camera's off and I'm alone, nobody's watching, am I actually working towards that? But going deeper, if you claim you are a Christian, you walk with God, but when no one's watching, you have your own vices and your own I don't know, vices, addictions that no one else sees, and you do that whenever no one's watching, then you might need to check your heart a little bit. Especially if what you're doing when no one's watching, you know, isn't what you should be doing, and it's wrong, and you know that God is calling you to something better, something different. That's not an addiction. So I don't know if any of that makes sense, but kind of how my brain has been thinking. I was always told growing up that um, men in my family are men of integrity. That's always stood out to me. So yeah, little thing to digest on, I guess. Think about think about it. So I'm about 5 minutes out. We're gonna get in there. Let's go to work. All right. I have plateaued at this for several weeks. So yeah, dreads. So we're gonna see if I can get this for 6. This is 3 plates and a 5 for 6. Here we go. Oh man. Oh. Oh. That was too heavy.
What's up, guys? I am currently making some beef, and editing my video, and for whatever reason, the clip of me talking in the car on the way home got deleted off my phone, and I don't know where it is. I was having some storage problems, and I was looking at my recently deleted, and it's just not there. So I don't know where it is. I don't really remember what I said either. Talked about the movements and stuff, you know, the shoulder flexion and all that good stuff. So I'll just say here, Jesus loves you. Keep working hard. You're great. See you later.